All right, SPY, we don't want to rule anything out. We have a shooting star as of last week. We have the 10 day at 185, so we have to be really careful. If we look on the smaller time frame of like an hourly, we can see that this level is held. This 184 level is held a couple times. One, two, three, four, and now it's coming to the fifth time to test. We have a bullish MACD crossover, so that could be something. But at the end of the day, I think that it's, I want to get it above that 10. This at the 10 of this level is 186.37, and then we can see if it could squeeze back up and go higher. Again, no trend whatsoever. It's just been trading this box, if you want to look at it like this, for a long time, since March. So we just have to be very aware of that and not try to pick a direction. We want that trend to kind of tell us what's going on. QQQ definitely still looks like it's just flagging to go for more downside. Quite honestly, it hasn't proven itself. If we look on a smaller time frame on the hourly, we can see that there's maybe all the way back here, there's some support or resistance that it's getting back above. Let's say it's getting back above this 86 level, but there's still a lot going on, and you can see that this took a while and it broke down hard. This one's still looking bearish. Let's look at the weekly. It's still under the 10 day. 10 day is at 88.53. So we have to see it get above there before we look to get anything. Just looking for, smaller and being a little bit more nimble right now, quite honestly. The Russell, same thing, flagging, just bearish MACD as well. It's below the 10 day, below the channel, so we just have to be aware of that. Diamond, if you want to look at a real thing to kind of be like, damn, this is kind of a headache, is, kind of have this going on. So it's just been trading sideways. Again, you can reduce this to say, okay, it's just pretty much this range, but you can kind of get the idea of what I'm looking at. To say, okay, it's just been trading this box, congestion, and you don't want to go too heavy to have conviction on either it being long or short. You just, quite honestly, got to be a little bit more nimble, but you have bearish MACD on both the daily and the weekly, so we have to see how those play out. All right, let's look at some names. Goldman Sachs still getting beat up. Bank of America looks like it might be flagging to the downside. If we break below one of these lows, I'm definitely looking to get to the short side of that. We also have LinkedIn, I mean, dead cat bounced until above that 180 and minimum, and we want to see some type of curl going on with that MACD. Visa testing the 200 day. You got Solar City again testing the 200 day. You got Tesla, if it breaks below these levels, it definitely could be back to the short side. We want to see some type of conviction. Volume's low, but it has to have some it has 50 as some type of resistance right now, and I want to see if it gets above it, if this volume is going to increase to the upside. So just be very careful with that. Facebook gave a little pop, but could be going back shorter. We have this line in the sand that is, again, once it gets above its support, once it gets below is resistance. So we have to see if it's going to even get to there, if we can get a trade going on as well. Twitter just been getting beat the hell. I mean, the IPO high was 50, I think it's 50.09 cents, and it hasn't been there since. Priceline gave a little pop at these levels, so we just have to see if this is going to continue. Some other names that might look a little bit weak is Biogen, GMCR, Ground Mountain Coffees. Looks like if it breaks below, it could definitely have a big gap to fill. So we need to be aware of that. Consumer staples have been doing well. It's just, I don't know if people want to trade that, but again, you just have to look at the options, see what, if you're trading options, but look at the consumer staples. They look good. Colgate looking good. You got Procter and Gamble looking good. You got Mo, the cigarettes. You got Walmart looking good. You got Pepsi looking decent. If it could break above those high, you have Coca-Cola. Again, this one's not that good, but you can see that the consumer staples have been probably a little bit better. Some energy stocks, is NEE. That one looked really good today. I'm going to keep that on my watch list. And also CAT, if it could get above these highs, it definitely looks good as well. IBM also looks pretty good. It just, you have some higher lows in place, so just be look, keep that one aware on your watch list as well. See if that one continues to give you higher lows and maybe break above those highs. And I had Deer look really good today on some surprising volume. MACD looked good, and CLR was another one that looked good. So I'm just going to do a little bit more homework on this stuff. But again, these were some names that look good. So do your research. Be careful. Again, the price action today was sideways for a long time, and we just have to see what goes on and pick a direction. Because again, this is what that non-follow through is so annoying, but it is what it is. And that means that instead of going full speed, you pull back the throttle and let the market tell you where to go. Take care.